Hey, third grade, happy Thursday. I am here today to walk you through week 2, day 4 of your packet. It's got some area and perimeter problems on it. Actually, just area, not perimeter. I just made a video though yesterday and posted it with some basics for area and perimeter. So if you are confused or if your parents are having a hard time helping you, you guys could watch that video together first before you watch this video to maybe get a little bit of extra support in remembering kind of what the basics of finding the area of a figure is. All right, let's get to it. All right, week 2, day 4 in your packet, starting with fluency. Your fluency is all division today. 10 divided by 5 means you have 10 of something and you equally distribute them into 5 groups. How many objects would you have in each group? 2. You can always check your work too by multiplying your quotient or your answer by the number you divided by. That's called your divisor. So 2 times 5 equals 10. If you multiply these two numbers and it doesn't give you that first number you started with, your dividend, you did something wrong, you can always go back and fix it. You can also skip count by 5. However many times you need to skip count by 5 to land on 10, that's what number goes there. So we have 9 objects. We put 1 in each group. How many groups would we need? 9. 9 times 1 is 9. The next problem says 20 divided by 10. We have 20 of something. We have 10 groups. Each group would have 2 objects in the group. Next one, 50 divided by 5. 50 total objects, 5 groups, 10 per group. 10 times 5 is 50. 30 divided by 5 is 6. 6 times 5 is 30. And 18 divided by 2 is 9. 9 times 2 is 18. All right. Your first daily task. There are 3 today. The first one says to find the area of each shaded figure below. Now, I mentioned that video before. What is area? In that video, you will see and be reminded that area is that space within the figure. So if you see this figure here, how many square units do you see? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So the area of this first figure is 5 square units. You can abbreviate square and units, SQ and UN, square units. All right, the next one is a little tricky. So you see that within the figure, there are definitely 4 full squares that are shaded. There are also over here 2 half parts shaded, and then over here another 2 halves. These 2 halves make 1 whole. We know that because we are experts at fractions. So here's another whole. So here's 1, and over here these 2 halves make another whole. So we have these 4 original wholes that we talked about in the beginning, in the middle there, and then 1 on each side. So 4 plus 2 is 6. The area of this figure is 6 square units. All right, figure C has squares all around, but then the inside squares are not shaded, so we're not going to count those. We're going to add up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. The area of this figure is 12 square units. I'm writing a little sloppy today. All right, the last one. This might be the trickiest of all, but we're going to use what we talked about in this example here with the half parts to help us. So we have 1, 2 halves. That's going to make 1 whole. 3, 4 halves. That's another whole. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let me do that again. 1, 2, 1, 2, 2, 1, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. So 2, 4, Yes, okay. See, it's always good to double check your work even when you're the teacher. 6 square units. All right. Daily task part 2. A model rocket launch pad has the measurements shown below. So you see that figure on your paper. I also have it here on the screen for you. What is the total number of square inches of the model rocket launch pad? Gave you a little help here. Area equals the length times width. The length and width, I'm going to fill in here, are 8 and 5. 8 times 5, you can skip count by 5 8 times. Or maybe you've got it memorized by now. 8 times 5 is 40. So the area of the model rocket launch pad is 40 square inches. All right, your last task for today, this is part 3. If a lion requires an enclosure with an area of 30 square yards, what shape could this enclosure be? Draw the outline of your enclosure, including measurements. Be creative and try something other than a rectangle. So we could very easily come up with different ways to make 30. We know we could do 6 times 5 is 30. We could do 10 times 3, 30 times 1. We know all the different ways to make an area of 30, but we're going to be creative this time. So there's more than one right answer. I'm thinking about decomposing that total area of 30 into 2 little parts and kind of making like 2 rectangles together. So I'm thinking about making one area 20 square units, and I know I can draw that. I can go, I'm gonna do 5 times 4 to make 20 over here. Like this. Then this longer side is 5 yards. This shorter side is 4 yards. Then I still need 10 more yards, square yards, to make this full enclosure 30. So I'm going to go and think about the different ways to make a 10. I can do 2 times 5. So I'm going to go make a little attached little area here with an area of 10 because my side lengths and width are 5 and 2. And then I'm going to take my eraser. Oops. And I'm going to erase that part and then reconnect it like this so that it's open for the lion. And then I'm going to put my lion inside of this little enclosure. That whole area there has the square yards of 30. So the lion is able to move around in there. It has lots of space and it's not just a regular rectangle. All right, that is all for your packet today. Keep working hard. Keep checking in with your teachers. Let us know what you need help on. Make sure you're logging into Zern and ST Math if you're able to. And just working hard and taking care of yourself, staying home and staying safe and healthy. All right. We'll see you next time.